Hey guys, Infinity EOC here with a back issue review, and today I am reviewing Marvel Knights Spider-Man #1 by Mark Millar, Terry Dodson, and Rachel Dodson. This is from 2004. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good series. I think I have probably the first 15 or 20 issues. I'm not entirely sure. I kind of just picked this book at random and reread it just again and decided to review it for the channel. So here we go. The cover is pretty cool. It's Spider-Man and Black Cat, but Black Cat's not in the book, and it's a cool wraparound cover with the villains on the back. You got Electro and Green Goblin, Vulture, and Dr. Octopus. But the only characters from the cover that are in the book are Spider-Man and Green Goblin. And I don't even know if Green Goblin even has any lines. He's got a few lines. But his part's real short. He just gets beat up and then it's done. And the cops come and get him. This is really light on Spider-Man and more heavy on Peter Parker. So if you like Peter Parker, here you go. This is a good issue for you. Personally, I like Spider-Man better than Peter Parker. But whatever. This is the first issue, or the first part of 4 of the Down Among the Dead, I believe it's called. Down Among the Dead. Down Among the Dead Men. Down Among the Dead Men story. And it's a pretty good story from what I can remember. I didn't reread 2, 3, and 4, but it's a good start. And so anyways, like I said, it's real heavy on Peter Parker, and I don't really like how Terry Dodson draws Peter Parker, but I do like how he draws Spider-Man, and that's pretty awesome. Spider-Man. The beginning of the story is just Green Goblin beating up, or Spider-Man beating up Green Goblin, and you really get a feel of how the citizens of New York are very anti-Spider-Man at this point, and like they don't think it's serious, like Green Goblin drops a pumpkin bomb or something. Yeah, and one of the spectators goes over to play with it, and it blows up in their face, and they don't they don't take it seriously, and that and one of the citizens is like, you're gonna brain damage that poor guy, talking about the Green Goblin. It's like, well, why do you care that the Green Goblin's getting brain damage? This guy's obviously a villain. He just held, what was it, 18 people, I think he said, 18 people hostage in some church, and Spider-Man just saved you, and now you're like, we hate Spider-Man. It's like, what? So whatever. So Spider-Man's going through a bunch of crap, and then Peter, he's got a lot of stress in his personal life. Mary Jane and Aunt May both know that Peter is Spider-Man in this series, so that's a little stress off Peter, I guess. But Peter and Mary Jane are married, actually. Also, Peter is a science teacher. I know he's a science teacher at other places too, I'm sure. I just can't remember specifically what. But I just thought I'd point it out. And it starts with the Green Goblin fight. After the Green Goblin fight is done, Peter goes back to Aunt May's house in Long Island, and Aunt May's actually moving to the city to be closer to Peter and Mary Jane. So Peter's dealing with all that kind of stress of moving, which, whatever, it doesn't really make for a good story. And it's just like 5 or 6 pages of that, which is ridiculous. And so he's teaching a class in the next few pages, and he gets this phone call, and it's from city council, and they call him and tell him that Uncle Ben's tombstone has been destroyed. So Peter goes out to the graveyard to go inspect the damage, and while he's out there, he gets a phone call from a mysterious stranger. At first he thinks it's Aunt May, but turns out this person seems to have kidnapped Aunt May. And so that pretty much brings us to the end of the issue. Peter runs off and starts swinging through the city to go back to the new place that Aunt May just moved into, and finds the apartment destroyed and Aunt May kidnapped or gone or whatever. Yeah, and that pretty much brings us to the end of the issue. So it's real light on Spider-Man, like I said, and real heavy on Peter. And I don't really like how Terry Dodson draws Peter. Let's see if I can show you a picture of Peter right there. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. It's pretty short and to the point, I guess. It feels like it's only half an issue, to tell you the truth. But yeah. Oh, there's one other thing I want to point out that's not really has anything to do with the story, but it is an advertisement in here. Now I can't even find it. For the canceled PS2 and Xbox Daredevil game. Unfortunately, canceled very close to completion, if not complete, when it was canceled. I'm not exactly sure why it was canceled, but there you go. There's an pretty cool advertisement for it. That game would have been awesome. I'm not the biggest Daredevil fan, but whatever. It would have been cool. So that's it. Back issue review number 1 in the books. Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 1 from June 2004, and hope you enjoyed me talking about this issue. See you later.